In a world where strength decides survival, only one man walks without fear. Hunters once believed they controlled the gates, but gates were never the real threat. The real threat was what came out alive. That was supposed to be an S-rank gate, but none of them could even slow me down. At King Biru say to Jin-Woo Sung, "My liege, your power grows with every battle. Too weak." They were all too weak. Stay alert. For the first time since the battle began, the shadows felt fear. Warning, an unknown monarch-level presence has been detected. So they've finally decided to show themselves. Shall we prepare for full defense? No, we welcome them. A presence older than humanity itself descended upon the battlefield. Shadow Monarch, so this is the world you protect? You're standing on my territory. Territory? You still think like a human. The air itself trembled as two monarchs faced each other. Bow, and I may let this world survive a little longer. Leave, or become part of my army. When monarchs clash, the world watches in silence. Too predictable. You dare challenge your elders? Age doesn't decide strength. Let me rip, hold position, absolute loyalty, absolute control. The battle was a test of wills, a clash not just of power, but of authority. The Fang monarch, ancient and proud, found himself facing a king unlike any he had ever known. Jin-Woo wasn't just fighting. He was commanding the very essence of the battle. Every move was precise, every counterattack a statement. He parried a devastating blow with a simple gesture, the force dissipating into the shadows around him. The ground cracked under their feet, but Jin-Woo remained unshaken, his eyes locked on his opponent. This wasn't a brawl, it was a coronation. He wasn't just proving he was stronger. He was proving he was the rightful ruler of this domain. His shadow soldiers, Igris and Baru, moved like extensions of his own will, their attacks perfectly synchronized, hemming the Fang monarch in. Each clash of steel and energy sent shockwaves through the air, but the true battle was one of dominance, and the Shadow Monarch was claiming his throne. This pressure, this power, what have you become? I remembered. Skill activated, shadow domain. This was no longer a battlefield. This was a kingdom. This realm bends to your will? Everything does. The very air grew heavy, thick with shadow mana that obeyed only one master. The ground transformed, shifting into a dark obsidian landscape under Jin-Woo's command. A colossal throne of pure shadow rose behind him, an emblem of his absolute authority. The Fang monarch, who had stood with such arrogance just moments before, now looked around in disbelief. The world he knew had been overwritten. The laws of physics, the flow of energy, everything was now dictated by Sung Jin-Woo. The shadow soldiers didn't just stand ready. They were now part of the very fabric of this new reality, their power amplified tenfold. The sky, the ground, the air, it all belonged to the Shadow Monarch. This wasn't just an ability. It was the declaration of a king in his own court, and the intruder was about to face judgment. You came here to test me. Now take this message back, if you can. Kneel. The others will come for you. Good. The Shadow Monarch does not chase war. War follows him. The enemy was erased. More will come. Then I'll be ready. As monarchs move their pieces, the Shadow Monarch sharpens his crown.